ready. What up? Let's get to it.
It's the Warriors music. It's the Ultimate Warrior. It is. Look at that. The Ultimate Warrior. What is he doing? Is he going to attack Hogan? What is going on here? Clothesline.
So understand, no excuses. A loss is a loss, a win is a win. No moral victories, right? But at the end of the day, we cannot ignore the Vikings' injuries, dog. Heavy throughout the whole season, dog. Once again, no excuses. It's team who face injuries, have injuries, and still find a way to win. Period. Bottom line. Majority of these losses going to coaching staff, starting with Kevin O'Connell, but we know what it is with that. No need to keep beating on the head with a hammer, that aspect of it. We understand what's going on with the coaching staff in general, but you can't ignore the fact that the Vikings are now really plagued with injuries, dog. Really, ever since Kirk Cousins went down with the torn Achilles, changed the dynamic of the whole season, but the Vikings still won. That shows you the toughness of the players. Excuse me, right? The belief of the players that they have in themselves. Players that will compete, fight to the end, play hard, etc., etc. Now, is it just, all levels, great talent? No. Are they elite at every position? No, but them boys play hard. Gotta give it to them. Even when they're not coached well or correctly. Now, do they make mistakes? Have they made mistakes? Is it some questions about the personnel held to the heavy? But at the end of the day, one thing about the Vikings, they ain't really never got blown out as far as the scoreboard, right? They've been in every game, right? They fight to the end, Even if it's piss poor, sloppy, ugly, etc., you got to get him credit, props when props are due. For the most part, they fight, dog, until the last whistle. And you can question play calling, right? Toughness, sometimes them being soft, Yeah, sometimes they're a soft team, heavy. We've seen that with both regimes, the Zimmer era, now the Kevin O'Connell era, Rick Spielman era, Kwesi era. This team has looked soft numerous times, Heavy. Lack of physicality, bad coaching, etc., etc., turnovers. We can talk about all that. But at the end of the day, you cannot take away the point, right? You cannot take that from this team, the way they continue to fight no matter what, win, lose, or draw. No matter if they down a touchdown, a point, 3 points, they continue to play, dog. They pulled out some tough games, man. Some games they should have won, They got let down. The coach failed them. Yeah, Kevin O'Connell failed them. Or maybe a backup quarterback failed them. Just like Nick Mullins failed them on Sunday, man, versus them raggedy Detroit Lions. But nothing but respect. After the game, respect. Got to respect the Lions. What they done this season. The success they have. The team they have built, dog. Heavy. No doubt. But Nick Mullins failed the Vikings, dog. KOC as well. Period. Bottom line. They're not the only ones, but they take majority of the blame, dog. 1,000. But if you ignore the fact that the Vikings' best players have been out majority of the season, starting with Justin Jefferson, how can you ignore that? Now you got TJ Hawkinson going down, knee injury, probably out the rest of the season. Jordan Addison ankle sprain, week to week, You had Jordan Hicks go down. Bad calf injury. Could have been serious. Could have done some damage. It's good, thankful that he recovered, right? That he bounced back 100%. But you've had injuries, dog. Kirk Cousins tears his Achilles. Brian O'Neill goes out. Christian Darrisaw, Caleb Evans, even though he hasn't been playing great football. Very physical corner. Great tackling machine. But if you can't cover, get off the field, baby. Get off the field, Byron Murphy out versus the Detroit Lions. Arguably their best corner, starting corner. And if we're not going to look at injuries and say, it doesn't matter about injuries. Every team has them. Every team's injured, That's facts. But even look at the best teams, the Niners. Yeah, remember the Niners? When they were injured, Huh? When Debo Samuel was out, Trent Williams, two of their best players, McCaffrey. See how it affected the team, affected Brock Purdy. They wasn't the same Niners, baby. They wasn't the same Niners heavy. That's why they're starters for a reason. Superstars for a reason. You need them on the field for a reason, huh? Heavy. So let's not forget that. Remember how the Niners went on their losing streak. Everybody said, oh, they'll be all right. They'll get it together. They still one of the best teams in the NFL. They got to get healthy. And guess what? Now they're healthy again and they ball. And I repeat, now they're healthy again and they're balling. So you can't ignore the fact you need your best players, dog. If it didn't matter, oh, the game wouldn't be affected by, the Vikings offense wouldn't be affected by Quessenberry starting instead of Brian O'Neill, right? It wouldn't matter if it's not about injuries, if injuries don't matter. Now, of course, even with all the injuries, the Vikings won without Jettas. They should have won the last 2-3 games, the last 4 weeks. Bears game, Broncos game, versus the Lions, right? Heavy, dog. Period, bottom line. You understand? You dig me? You get my drifts? They should have won the last 4 games. Last 3, huh? KOC let the team down with injuries and all. That shows you what type of team they got. What type of players they have. And it's not fair to guys like Justin Jefferson, who plays his heart out, dog. When he's available, putting it all on the line. Putting it all on the line, bro. Week in, week out, heavy. Understand? Competitor, dog. Ultimate competitor, bruh. Heavy. No way around it. But injuries suck, but we cannot ignore the fact the Vikings have been banged up. You telling me if they had Kirk Cousins, and like I said in previous videos, way early after Kirk was hurt, the NFL got bailed out. Now, will Kirk be the same? Will he still come back playing elite football at the level he was playing before his Achilles tear? I don't know. I don't think so, man. Sad to say, I don't think Kirk, I think that injury could be a domino effect of what's to come. Kirk has been not really healthy his whole career. Always in the lineup, always available. That's what has separated him for so long, even with his piss poor play at times. What he lacks in athleticism, he kind of has made up for it because with his durability, right, always available, always can play. But now, this might be a domino effect of injuries to come. Kirk is 36? I'm not worried about his age. If you can play, you can play. And Kirk showed he was balling out of control. Balling out of control, baby. Sucks for the Vikings. Sucks for the offense. But that's when you adapt, why you adapt, how you adapt. That's why you got to build your depth chart up heavy. But I think the Vikings definitely need to find a quarterback in this year's draft. No doubt, dog. No disrespect to Kirk, but I don't think Kirk will be back in the building. And if he does come back, is it 100% he will play at the level he was playing at before his injury, huh? Is it 100% facts that he will stay healthy? Hell to the no, man, no disrespect. I'm just stating facts, heavy, big SKOL here. But once again, injuries, man, have played the Vikings, dog. Now they still fighting for a playoff position, but how tough will it be? Versus the Packers at home, Hawkinson out, Jordan Addison probably out, right? Will Brian O'Neill return, etc., etc.? Nick Mullins at quarterback? Hope not. Hopefully it's Jaron Hall. Period. Bottom line, yeah. Hopefully it's Jaron Hall, baby. 1,000, huh? I don't know what KOC be on, but at the end of the day, Jaron Hall needs to be that starting QB, dog. Period. Make sure you fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Let me know how you feel about this video. Like, comment, and subscribe as well. Hit that notification bell, huh? So you know when I'm on and rock and rolling heavy, dog. Bottom line, huh? But you cannot ignore the fact the Vikings have massive injuries. Just like if it was the Cowboys team, if Dak was out or one of their old linemen out, right? Or Michael Parsons was to get injured. Hope not. Don't wish injuries on nobody, no player. But at the end of the day, let's be real. What's the main talk? Or if they had this player, if they had that player, right? Even with the Vikings, if they had Jettas, and you see the difference Jettas makes. You see the difference Kirk was, at least at this point of the season, in this season, what he meant to the team, the quarterback position, how important it is. Heavy. Even though I feel like the Vikings could have won with Joshua Dobbs, and I'm going to stand on that heavy 10 toes down. Joshua Dobbs was the scapegoat, period. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Heavy. Period. Bottom line, dog. And KOC got bailed out. Nick Mullins bailed out. It's all good. Cool. Period. That's the Vikings way, right? It's piss poor crap. But we all know Joshua Dobbs was the scapegoat. Period. I don't care about no talk about turnovers. Nick Mullins threw 4 picks. He threw a duck, and he wasn't under pressure. He had time to settle, and he threw a duck to give the Detroit Lions a victory. I don't want to hear nothing about what Joshua Dobbs did or didn't do, period, dog. And put Jaron Hall in. Start Jaron Hall, period. Nick Mullins is out of there. He should be out of there. I'm going to stand on that 10 toes down heavy, dog. Bottom line, huh? Like it or not, let's get it. Period, man. But once again, you cannot ignore the fact that injuries matter. Injuries definitely matter. Your starting players being available matter, dog. Makes a difference. Look around the league. Around the league. All y'all. All the teams, huh? Niners, Cowboys, Ravens. Ravens without Lamar, what? Ravens without Lamar, what? Huh? Heavy, dog. And once again, no excuses. Even with injuries, the Vikings should have won these last 4 games. Period. Bottom line. But at the end of the day, injuries matter, and the Vikings are very banged up, man. DJ Wanham having a great season. He's out for the rest of the season. Quad injury, huh? And don't forget, where's Marcus Davenport? He's nowhere to be found. When he's on the field, he balls out, but that dude can't stay on the field. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, that's his biggest conundrum, dog, at this point in his career. He can't stay on the field. 1,000, huh? Period. TJ Hawk, like I say, out again, man. Knee injury, out for the season. So these are just piling up. And it's going to take effect. It's going to take an effect, huh? Major impact. Now, can the Vikings make the playoffs? Technically, they're still alive. But do you want to see them get blown out first round with Nick Mullins at quarterback? What you want to see that for? When they can get a higher draft pick in 2024. Why you want to see them go to the first round and get potentially annihilated? You know? Boxed in, smashed up. For what? Why? How? We've seen this story. Even last year. So that's my take, my opinion on it. I understand the Vikings lost some close games, ugly games. Coaches let them down. Players let them down. But do not forget the injuries that have piled up on this Vikings team. Heavy. Do not forget, not once, the NFL got bailed out by Kirk Cousins being injured, man. Period, man. For someone to say injuries don't matter is like saying, milk doesn't matter to a baby. You understand? You understand? Food doesn't matter to a baby, dog. No nutrition heavy, right? Nonsense, dog. Cap. Injuries matter, man. They affect your team. Just look around the league this season alone, baby. But you know what it is? That's my opinion on it, man. You know what it is again? SKOL Vikes forever, win, lose, or draw. No doubt, man. But the Vikings have been the Vikings. Will it be a major change? Is KOC just another coach to come through the door? Playing it safe, not playing to win. Too soft, his team soft. You understand? Is Quay just another GM coming through, talking, gapping, making promises, huh? Not delivering, huh? We shall see, man. But hey, man, that's what it is, man. Injuries suck, but they're part of the game. How do you adapt? We shall see, man. Once again, let me know how you felt about this video. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Fire them comments up, man. Support the grind, support the channel, support the real. Big SKOL here, SKOL Vikes forever, huh? Win, lose, draw, maybe, heavy. Woo! Yeah.